There we go. Thing wasn't working for a second. Now it's up. Let's see. We have 4 people with us so far, which is pretty good. We've only been signed on for 35 seconds. Pretty good start.
Hello! Hello to you 4 people. I don't know who you are, but you're probably great people. Welcome to your Saturday team workout live from Hector's
Fitness Emporium.
We're gonna wait a couple minutes before we start our yoga flow warm-up. If you have any particular warm-ups that you like to do before getting ready for your workouts, then go ahead.
Jen, Howard and Marlene.
Oh, hello.
Bob, presumably there as well.
With Jen comes Bob. Jen and Bob, you'll be happy to know that our tiling was a success. We've had a very minor plumbing situation this morning, but we think it's fixed. The water is back on. Lindsay, yeah. Hey, girl. Hello to Ellie Mae, too. If she decides to join you, that's Lindsay's puppy that you all saw doing downward dog with her last week. We have some fun things in store for you today.
Workout's a little bit different.
Format. Change the format a little bit.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be very, very hard.
Take options as you need them, as always. So there's a little bit of jumping today. So if you have sensitive knees, you want to make sure that you're taking options that allow you to maintain keeping your heart rate up.
Good morning.
Yay, good morning, Brenda. Thank you, Jen. I feel very happy and congrats are in order because things could have gone terribly wrong. Okay, I think we'll give it another 60 seconds.
I was going to use those for the tricep dips and you can switch in.
60 seconds or so, and then we're going to get into our yoga flow.
Yoga flow to start the day on this beautiful Saturday morning.
And just one last thing, we're including a couple of your favorites today. So last week we asked everyone to give us their favorite movements or exercises, and we have heard you, and we're incorporating some of those today. And yoga as the warm-up was one of them, care of Jenalyn. I don't know if she's here yet, but if she is, Jenalyn, this one's for you.
If she is, she can't type, because we're usually on her TV.
True. Hi on Jenalyn's TV if you're on. Okay, let's do it, shall we? We're going to start where you've got space to be able to spread your arms. We're a little bit tight in here, so Ryan and I are just going to spread out. We're going to take a big, deep breath in and reach the arms up and overhead. And then you're going to exhale and fold your body forward. Really think about lengthening your spine in this forward fold. We're going to spend a couple of seconds here. Hinging from your hip, you want to make sure that the spine sits long and the chest sits against your thighs. Bend into the knees so that you can push your butt back. You're going to take an inhale into halfway lift. Support yourself on your legs. And then exhale, fold forward, place your hands to your mat, and step back into a plank position. From here, you can take the option to come down to your knees and lower your chest through your hands. Then inhale, look up towards your ceiling, draw your shoulders down and back. And exhale, come into downward facing dog. Now an option here, if this is too much on your shoulders, is to just come down into child's pose and take 5 full breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. So you want your breath to be audible. Nice, loud in and out breaths through the nose. Your quarantine partner should be able to hear you. And as you exhale your last breath, bring your eyes towards your fingertips and step your feet towards your hands. Exhale, fold. And inhale, slowly come up, raise your arms up, and lower the hands down through heart center. We're going to do that one again. Big inhale. Reach up with the hands. Exhale, fold from your hip. Long spine. Inhale, halfway lift, support yourself on the legs, shoulders down and back. Exhale, fold forward, step back, come down to the knees or stay in plank, and then lower, chest through the hands. Inhale, upward facing dog, shoulders away from the ears, eyes up. And exhale, downward facing dog with the option for child's pose. We're here for 5 breaths. Inhale and exhale, that's 1. Long fingers, long toes, long arms and long legs, that's 2. Long spine, set shoulders, relax in the neck, that's 3. Belly button draws in towards the spine, knees bend slightly to allow the hips to flex, that's 4. And 1 more deep breath in. And exhale, that's 5. Inhale, look to your hands. And then exhale, step your feet in and fold forward. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, hands through heart center. We're going to do 2 more sun salutations a slightly different way. Bring your feet together so that your big toes touch. Sink into your knees and inhale your arms up above you. You're going to exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step back. Again, you can lower to the knees as you lower down through chaturanga, chest towards your hands. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. But this time, you're going to step forward with your right foot and pivot your left foot to 45 degrees. You're going to inhale, reach your arms up, and sink into a bend in your front knee. Inhale once more, look up. Exhale, your hands either side of your front foot, and you're going to drop your left knee down to your mat. You're then going to inhale your right arm up and back. Nice big circle. Return your hand to the outside of your right foot, and you're going to do the left side. Inhale, reach the arm back. And then forward. From here, we're going to step the right foot back, lower down once again through your low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time, we're going to step with the left, pivot with the right. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, sink into the front knee. Once again, inhale, reach. Exhale, hands come down either side of your front foot, and you're going to lower your right knee down to the floor. Left arm sweeps up and back. Right arm sweeps up and back, breathing fully. Replace your left foot alongside your right as you extend your leg back. Knees can come down if you like. We're going to lower down once again through low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. We're here for 5 breaths. Long fingers, long toes, long legs, and long arms. Belly drawn in, long spine, relaxed in the neck. Head is heavy, shoulders are set, toes and fingers are spread. One more big breath in here. Exhale. On your next inhale, look towards your hands and step your feet forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up, but keep the bend in your knees and your big toes together, and then exhale to lift. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, sink into the knees and reach. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and step back. Lower down through your push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to step forward with the right and pivot with the left. But this time, straight away, we're going to come down to the left knee. And you're going to come into a tall kneeling position. We're going to take the hands to the inside of your right knee. Big breath in. And then your left arm is going to reach back as you lean into your right knee and push your right wrist into your right knee. Come back to center. Inhale, step your foot out. Exhale and reach. Inhale, step your foot out once more wider. Same thing, lean into the knee. Try not to hit your quarantine partner and reach. And come back to center. The foot is going to line right back in front. Reach the arms up on an inhale. Exhale, hands come down either side of your front foot. You're going to step that right foot back to a plank position. Lower down through your low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time, step with your left. Drop your right knee to your mat. High kneeling position. Take your hands to the inside of your left knee. Inhale and exhale, reach. Inhale, step your foot out. Exhale, reach. And once more, inhale, I'm squished by the wall. Exhale, reach. Inhale, the arms up. Foot comes back to the top of your mat. Exhale, hands come either side of your front foot. Step that front foot back. Lower down through your push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, last time to relish in your downward facing dog here. Long arms, long legs, long spine, and long breath. Spread the fingers, spread the toes, and shine your tailbone to the ceiling. Relax the neck, set the shoulders, let the head be heavy. Breathe into the belly. And take one final breath here. And on your next inhale, look towards your fingertips and step your feet towards your hands. Exhale, fold. Make sure your big toes are touching. Sink into the knees and sweep the arms up and come up to standing and exhale. I'm going to get Ryan to take over now.
Excellent. So hopefully you guys are all feeling nice and mobile, feeling a little warm. That was a good start to the day. So next, we're going to go through 3 movements just to get the muscles a little bit more prepped for the hard work that we're going to do today. So they are mostly ground-based. So I'm just gonna bring this video down a little bit so you can see me a bit better. So, as I said, we have 3 movements. The first one, I'm going to give you 2 options. The first option starts from a tall kneeling position, so you're on your knees. Now, some of you might find this position a little bit uncomfortable, so I am going to give you a standing variation right after this. So the kneeling variation starts on your knees. You're trying to keep your torso up nice and tall, and then bring one leg out right in front of you without tipping over. And then we're going to step up onto that leg, and same leg stays planted as we come back down. And then from the kneeling position, we switch. Okay, so that's a tall kneeling step up. Now again, if you have trouble with the position from kneeling, you can do this standing. Now, I'm not going to run off to our staircase. We're just going to pretend this is a step. And if you guys have a step at home or a staircase, you can use the staircase instead of the tall kneeling version and do a step up from a standing position. So just find a stair, step 1 foot on, bring the other one up to tap, step back down, and then alternate feet. So I'm changing feet at the bottom. My right leg goes up, it stays up until I lower, and then I switch at the bottom. Okay, so those are your 2 options for the first exercise. These ones are really just designed to get the hips, ankles, and then some of the musculature around it, quads primarily, ready to go. So that's the first one. We're going to do 12 total reps, 6 on each leg. The second movement is a beast crawl. Beast crawl, we're on all 4s. We're going to let the knees come off the ground just about 2 inches. Now, if you find that difficult enough, you can stay right there. Otherwise, what I'm going to challenge you to do is step forward with opposite hand and foot. So my right hand and left foot, and then left hand and right foot. And then we're going to step backwards.
It's a challenge.
Now, if you've got lots of free space, go for 12 steps straight forward. And every step counts, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go for 12 forward and then 12 back. Or you can just go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. Just forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. If you're a bit limited on space.
So it would be like there, back, there, back.
Yeah. And then the third movement is a dead bug. And this is to do some core work. Some anti-extension through the spine. So I'm laying on my back. It's almost the reverse of that beast crawl. I'm on my back. And again, in that position where hands are lined up with the shoulders, knees with the hips, and then we're bent at the knees. I'm going to take a big breath into my belly. Try to push my low back into the ground. And then opposite hand, foot, reach down to the ground. Come back up to the middle, pause just a moment, and then switch. And many of you have done this before and know that this is a great mental challenge as well as physical one, which means we can get the brains working on this Saturday morning as well.
It's a brain team workout.
A brain team workout. There you go. So those are our 3 movements we're going to do to start. None of them are designed to be super, super difficult. Again, it's just to kind of get some of the muscles fired up because things are going to get pretty difficult after this. So we're going to start with 12 tall kneeling step-ups or just step-ups on a step that you have nearby or a staircase.
I'll do the steps so you guys have that option.
Excellent. So we'll go for 12. 1, 2, 3. And in either of these motions, we're alternating from the bottom, not from the top. And in both of these motions as well, we're trying to keep the torso up nice and tall. We don't want to be swiveling back and forth or tipping back and forth as you do them. I believe I'm at 9. I'm at 10. 2 more total. And 12. Okay. So from the step ups, we're going to go into the beast crawl. I'm going to start right at the back of my mat so I can take a couple steps forward and then a couple steps back. But again, it's 12 forward, 12 back total we're looking for. However you do it. And if you're just holding, hold for the time it takes me to do my steps, okay? So pop the knees up. I kicked our closet. That's 12. Okay, and then we're gonna flip over to our backs. We're going for the dead bug. And remember on the dead bug, really important to keep the breath in your belly and to hold that tension there. So breathe in and then make it tight. And now we're going opposite hand foot. And if we need to check for tight bellies, your quarantine partner can stand up and step on your belly. And if it holds, then you're holding tight enough. You don't actually have to step on each other. I just wanted to see if Teresa would do it.
There's too much breakfast in there still.
So 11 and 12. Okay, beautiful. So that was the tall kneeling step up or just step up from a standing position. The beast crawl and the dead bug. I'm taking 30 seconds, no more than that. I'm having a quick sip of water, and then we're gonna do one more round of those, and then we'll explain to you today's EMOM challenge.
Challenge.
Okay. So, again, you can either start at the base of your staircase or in front of a step or on your knees. And we'll get into our tall kneeling step ups, keeping that torso nice and tall. Bring your foot out, step, reverse, and then change legs. Teresa did not change legs. Really think about pushing through the floor or through your step as you come up. It's gonna get that quad muscle working hard. Driving down. This is 10, 11, and last one, 12. Good. Good. Again, find some space for your beast crawl or just hold right on your mat or just a couple steps forward and back. We're going for 12 again. Okay, I just hit 12. Hopefully you guys did too. And then our dead bug. So flipping over, make sure you have some space to kick out. Don't kick your closet doors. Big breath in, squeeze the belly. Opposite hand foot comes out, tap, breathe, pause at the top. We only want one set of limbs moving at a time. And do your best not to actually hold your breath through this one. It can be tempting. $11 and 12. Okay. So, hope everyone is well prepped. Teresa is just going to get her timer up. You at home can grab a timer if you'd like one to keep your time running as well. But we will definitely just be shouting out time as we go through this. So, as you can guess, this is a time-based workout. It is an EMOM. Many of you have done an EMOM before. If you have not, EMOM is EMOM. It stands for every minute on the minute. So this workout's not based on reps. It's based on time. We're going to start a timer at the start of the first minute. We're going to start an exercise, and we're going to keep going until the start of the second minute. And then we're going to change the exercise and then keep that exercise going until we hit the third minute, and we'll change exercise again and so forth. And we're going to do this for 20 straight minutes. Now, good news is we have some built-in rest, so don't be too fearful. But there is built-in rest. That being said, it's going to get your heart rate up. It's going to keep you working pretty hard. So make sure you have some water nearby and you have a moment to catch your breath. So we'll go over each of the workouts or each of the exercises. There's going to be 4 of them. And then that will, again, correspond to a minute each. And then on the 5th minute, we're going to rest. And we'll rest for that whole 5th minute. And then at the start of the 6th minute, we'll start from exercise number 1 again. Okay? So your first exercise, I'm going to give you 3 options. So you can either do level 1, a side lunge, where your feet are already wide and remain planted in this position. And then we're just going to reach into one side leg, and then we're going to alternate into the other side leg. When I'm doing that, I'm letting my hips push back. I'm letting one knee bend. I'm letting the other leg remain straight. And I'm trying my best to keep my toes pointed relatively forward or just out a little bit that whole time. Okay? So that's level 1. Level 2 just adds a little bit of instability to the movement. We would start in the middle of your mat with your feet together and then effectively go into that side lunge position. So I step out, lunge, step in, and then alternate. Okay? And those same cues apply as a foot hits the ground, butt pushes back, torso's in a pretty straight line, not straight up, but we're not rounding over as you reach and then pushing back to the middle. Okay? So that's level 2. And level 3 is called a Cossack squat. It's an more advanced version of a lunge. So for this one, again, you'd start with your feet in the middle. You would step out. This time, we let the straight leg, we let that toe pivot, and we sink right down low, and then come back up, okay? And then we would switch, let that leg pivot, toe reaches towards the sky, and we sink right down low, okay? So that's your 3 levels for exercise 1. And again, when the timer starts on that first minute, for that whole minute, you're just gonna go back and forth, whether you're doing level 1 or level 2 or level 3, the Cossack squats for that full minute, okay? Minute number 2 is going to be a tricep hold or a tricep dip. For this one, you will need a chair or a couple of yoga blocks. Teresa will demo on a chair. I'm going to demo just on some yoga blocks right on the ground. So, our level 1 movement is just a hold. So I'm going to sit down between my yoga blocks, press my hands into them. I'm going to make sure my shoulders are driving down, and I'm just holding that position. And again, I'm trying to hold for a full minute. And Teresa can do the same thing up here. She'll just sink her bum off the chair. She'll drive her shoulders down, arms are straight, and she's just gonna...
This is still level 1?
It's still level 1, yeah. Okay? So level 1 is the hold. Level 2, you would actually dip. So we still want those shoulders driving down, but we bend the elbows and push back up. Now, as you're doing this one, we still want to make sure the shoulders don't come up to your ears. So we shouldn't find this as your bottom position. Shoulders are still pushed away, and we can press. Okay, and Teresa's going to do that on the chair. Now this one, this can be level 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 10 for you. It's just dependent on your range of motion. So if you want to add some motion, you don't want to do the hold, but you don't want to do full range motion dips, which Teresa just demonstrated. You can just do small range where the elbows just unlock and press through again. Great. So that is minute 2. Minute 3 is going to be a side plank variation. So either you're going to do this level 1 from your knees. Elbow is right under your shoulder. Knees are lined up with the hips, are lined up with the elbow and shoulder. And we're just popping up and keeping those hips off the ground, squeezing the glutes, squeezing the thighs, squeezing the stomach. And that's going to last for 30 seconds. And then we would flip to the other side. Level 2 is going to be similar, but with your legs straight. If you're doing it with your legs straight, I don't like to stack them. I actually put one leg in front of the other. The top leg is forward. And again, same rules apply. Squeezing the glutes, squeezing the thighs, keeping up for 30 seconds, and then switching to the other side. Level 3 would have you, rather than just going for 30 seconds on one side and the other, would have you alternating sides back and forth with a rolling plank. So rolling plank, we set our elbows stacked on top of each other, or forearms stacked like this, rather than like this. We start from the middle, feet are wide, and I'm gonna roll to one side, reach to the sky, roll to the other side, reach to the sky. And as I do that, I'm falling onto the side of my feet, so I still end in that same side plank position. And that's minute 3, and again, that will last for the full minute. Minute 4 is a little bit more high intensity. It is quick feet, or if you've ever used an agility ladder at the gym, one of those rope ladders you lay down on the floor, you can imagine it's like that. Or if you've ever played hopscotch, you can imagine it's like hopscotch. So quick feet, feet start wide, step 1 in, step 1 in, step 1 out, step 1 out. In, out, out. If you have the space, you can do it moving forward. In, out, out, in, out, out. If you don't have the space, you can do it in place. Now, this one, everybody's doing the same thing, but your level is defined by your speed. So if you pick up that speed, it's gonna make it harder, and it's gonna get your heart rate up a little bit faster. But just go with what's comfortable for you on that one for sure. That one is going to be the one that really, really gets your heart beating fast. But minute 5 is rest. And we're going to rest that full minute. Okay? Minute 6, we start again from the side lunges. 7, we do the tricep dips again. 8, we do the side lunges. 9, we do the quick feet. And 10, we rest again. So hopefully everyone follows. If you have any questions about how that works, you can shoot us a message real quick now. We'll keep our eyes peeled. Otherwise, we are going to start a 20-minute timer. And I actually, we're starting from 20? Yeah. And we're going to count down.
3 seconds.
Okay.
3, 2.
So Teresa has started a timer for us from 20 minutes and 3 seconds so that we can count down for 3 seconds as we lead into it, which is perfect. And we'll all do that starting at the same time. Just one side note, we are trying to work for that full minute, but if you can't work for that full minute, that's okay. Stop, catch your breath, and pick back up where you left off with as minimal rest as possible, okay? So if you can still work for 45 seconds out of that minute, that's dynamite, okay? So if everyone is ready, we are gonna start. Get ready to do your side lunges. 2, 1, and here we go. For a full minute, we are doing a stationary side lunge, a stepping side lunge, or a Cossack squat, which just requires a little bit more depth and a pivot on the heel. Otherwise, we're just trying to really press out through the bent leg, okay? So whichever leg is taking on your weight at the moment, make sure that foot is gripping the floor hard and pushing through it hard.
22 seconds.
I'm gonna flip around so I can see the time. And we'll let you guys know, 15 more seconds. And 10 seconds, and then we're getting into our tricep dips. So have a chair nearby. 2, 1, and go. So I'm gonna just do this on the yoga blocks. Teresa will do it on the chair. And again, you can just hold the position for a full minute or get in as many reps as you can. If you're going for full reps, you can always pause and just try to hold if you get tired.
30 seconds.
Or if even that becomes too much, give your arms a break for 5 or 10 seconds and then try to pick back up. We've only got 20 seconds left. 15 seconds. Our next one that we're getting ready for is our side plank, whether you're doing it from your knees or your feet or rolling. We have 3, 2, 1, and go. And we'll let you guys know when we hit 30 seconds. So if you need to change sides, you can. That's 15, halfway through your first side, or a quarter of the way through if you're rolling. Always aiming to keep those hips up. 2, 1, and switch sides. And again, if you need a second to catch your breath, rest for a few seconds and then try to pick back up to use the remainder of the minute, which is now 5 seconds. Quick feet. So we go in, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out. I find actually saying that over and over in my head helps me keep the pattern up correctly. In, out, out, in, out, out.
Seconds.
30 seconds more. Heart rate should be skyrocketing through this one. Teresa is moving so much faster than me. I think it's a coordination issue. I'm stumbling, she's smooth.
10 seconds.
Four, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Whew. That is one round.
Fist bump.
Everybody should be sweating, heart rate's up. We have a nice long rest, a full minute here. Please make sure you use it to grab a sip of water. And we just have to do that 3 more times. Piece of cake.
Piece of cake.
We are going to slide our window open. Get some more air in here. We have just under 15 seconds to go. So starting again from your stationary side lunge, stepping side lunge, or Cossack squat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and round 2. Here we go. And remember, it is not a race to do as many as you can in the minute. It's more about just good quality movement consistently So if you can consistently move slowly with good quality, that's preferable over trying to race through as many reps as you can if they're really going to break down here, okay? You just have 10 seconds left of these side lunges. 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are into our dips or our dip hold, however you're doing it. I have a message. And I deserve a piece of cake. That's a good joke. That is what you call a good dad joke. We are under 30 seconds remaining on these. Keeping those shoulders down away from your ears the whole time. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're into our side planks or our rolling planks. And again, if you're side planking, choose a position from your knees or your feet. And we'll switch it over at 30 seconds. Less than 10 to go on this side. 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can switch. Or if you're rolling, just keep on rolling.
Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Just a little soundtrack for you.
Teresa's blessing us with her voice of an angel this morning. 4, 3, 2, 1, and into quick feet. So in, out, out, in, out, out.
Don't worry about your downstairs neighbors. It's just a minute. They'll only be curious for 60 seconds and then you'll stop and they'll be like, oh, it's okay. I don't have to go get the broom.
And then they'll come knock on your door during our minute rest, and you'll invite them in to do quick feet with us next round.
Exactly. Yeah. Tell them all about our YouTube channel.
Whew.
You can sink low. Do you want a little more? 13 seconds.
Keep breathing, keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and resting.
And watering.
Resting and watering.
Fist bump.
We're like houseplants. We just need some sunlight and some water, and we'll be good.
It's okay to sit.
Yes. Sit if need be. We are halfway through. So, just 2 more rounds to go. Not so bad. Not so bad.
Nobody deserves a piece of cake yet.
Unless it's your birthday. If it's your birthday, I'm giving you permission to have a halfway through the EMOM piece of cake.
Also, if it's your birthday, I apologize for forgetting your birthday. Please write it in the comments.
Okay, less than 10 seconds, guys. Starting again with our side lunge variation. In 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Stationary side lunge, moving side lunge like Teresa's doing, or a Cossack squat like I've got going. "30 seconds.
Squeeze your butt, especially at the top. Boom.
20 seconds. Ten seconds. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and into your tricep dips.
These are my least favorite.
I think mine too.
What do you think? Do you hate tricep dips too? Okay, but here's the thing. Probably 70% of the people that I see for our first appointment tell me all about their Nana arms and how they want to get rid of their Nana arms. That little
Are those
bit,
the wings?
the wings.
Those are the wings.
That little flappy piece on your upper arm. This is how. This is how. If you build up your tricep muscle, it takes up more space in that area of skin that's gotten a little bit lax, and it fills that space.
5 seconds.
That's my
2,
cue to shut up.
1. No, that's a cue to say thank you. You got us through the triceps dips without even noticing a full minute.
Side plank strong. Squeeze your legs. Squeeze your butt cheeks together like you're holding in some gas. Coming up on 30 seconds now. Switch sides. Squeeze your legs, squeeze your butt. Shoulders in line with your hips. Try not to crunch your head forward. You don't need to look at your toes. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick feet.
Quick feet. Or slow, uncoordinated feet in my case.
Simple. Work on my.
If you're moving quick, keep on your toes. If you're moving medium, keep on your toes. If you're moving slow, a full foot is all right. Just keep it moving.
20 seconds.
Less than 10.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo!
Just one round remaining.
Boom! Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in.
And for the last round, Teresa's going to break out a hula skirt for the quick feet. So any of you who have been to Hawaii recently, feel free to grab your hula skirt, throw it on, and we'll do, that's what it looks like to me. Almost like you're doing a hula. No? Nobody else?
I do not have a hula skirt, sorry guys.
If you have a hula hoop, maybe?
You could hula hoop.
You can
I don't
hula
have
hoop.
one, but you could. We have 17 seconds. Grab a quick sip.
Quick sip
Bring
of
your heart
water.
rate down. Big breaths in, big breaths out. And let's attack this last round.
Starting with our lunges in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's do it. Twenty seconds in. 20 seconds left. Good quality movement through this last bit. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and triceps.
Yuck. Okay, but it's the last time, guys.
Teresa will tell us another story about triceps, and it'll go fast.
Just think, it's the end of the finish line. You know, you're running that race, if you've ever run a race, or maybe you're not, maybe you did a walk, and you're just a half a kilometer, like 500 meters to the finish line, and you can taste it. And you get that little bit of energy because you're so happy and the endorphins start going that it's all over and you don't have to do it anymore. That's you.
That's you.
That's you right now.
Tasting sweet victory. Tastes a little like blood to me. That's okay.
In the back of the throat.
In the back of 10 seconds, just about there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switching to side planks.
Squeeze your butt. Keep your quads strong so your thighs are squeezing too.
10 seconds on that side.
Shoulder directly in line with your elbow.
3, 2, 1, switch sides. And make sure they can hear.
14 seconds.
10 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, last round of quick feet. Then moving.
Oh, the switch.
That was really just so I could see the time. But if you've got it in you, go for the switch.
I'm trying to do a walking one now. You have to imagine the ladder on the floor. No, can't do it.
30 seconds. Keep them moving, keep them moving, keep them moving.
Take
10 seconds. Here we go. That's that sweet victory taste.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did it.
Nice work, everyone.
Whew. I am sweaty. Are you guys sweaty? Perspiring? You know, I always like to know.
Teresa is very concerned with your sweat.
It's part of the love of this business. Okay. That is your workout for today. You survived a 20-minute EMOM. Sounded like a lot of work, but with the rest, it's quite achievable, right? If you loved it, give us a little heart. If there are some suggestions or you got feedback, please, we're always happy to hear it. Let us know. And if nothing else, we will see you again.
Next Saturday.
Same bat time, same bat channel next week.
Make sure you get some stretching in, some cool down, and some water.
Yes.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
It looks a little bit sunny outside too, so enjoy the outside. Bye-bye.